People, I hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for joining me here, and please do not forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can get notified as to when I upload new videos. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. As you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about why I quit my job and just my general experience living here in Germany. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. I never actually thought that I will be sharing this story. When I thought about my experiences, everything, I just thought maybe if I should tell my story, one or two of you could possibly learn. I'm hoping that my story inspires someone. As you all might know, I actually moved to Berlin, Germany just slightly short of a year ago due to the fact that I had found a job and I wanted to just say no to long distance relationship. I've been through long distance relationships before and I just didn't want to have to experience that. Regarding the job, I was just lucky enough that the job did not require me to speak German at all, just French and English, and I was super excited to start my new life here in Germany. We were a small team. Communication was faster, things were done almost like efficiently, so it was pretty interesting. Fast forward 6 to 8 weeks into my job role, this colleague of mine who sat just right opposite me started making racist comments, claiming she was being sarcastic, and of course I did not find it funny. And she started saying that, well, she's got African family members, so if she's got African family members, there's no way on earth she could be racist, so I'm wrong. I was just really shocked that she could hide behind the fact that she's got African family members and she thinks she had the right to speak about Africans the way she did. I kept telling her to stop, but of course she wouldn't listen. And I just thought, okay, I'm just hitting my head on the wall. What I've got to do is speak with the boss. When I eventually spoke with the boss regarding my situation of things and what I wanted to stop, he claimed that he was shocked. There was actually a time that he was there when she made a remark that was derogatory to disabled people as well as African people, and the boss claimed that he thought we were joking, and I thought, oh my god, I'm dealing with small-minded people here. I was just really surprised and shocked at his response. He eventually spoke with her and things got better from there, because at some point I did mention that she wanted to talk to me about private stuff outside of the office. Then I didn't want to hear it, but for work, yes, let's get on with it. So 2 months after the incident and 4 months into my job role, I got promoted to a different department and I had to work alongside the boss. So I was literally his right hand, because I was thinking, oh my god, I can't believe it, 4 months into my job and I'm getting promoted within my probation time, because my probation was for 6 months. And I was just super excited. And just a side note, you never actually know what a company is about until you get into the grind and processes of the company. I mean, during the interviews, you can ask as many questions as you want, and you can read as much as possible online, but you never actually know what the core of the business is until you actually get into the grind. It was the same for me. I didn't know much about this company as much as I thought I did. During the course at which I worked with them, I started to realize that my core values and their own core values weren't in sync. My new role entailed working alongside the boss in the business development department, and I had to do a lot of research based on the hotel business or the hotel industry in Germany. It was pretty interesting having to find out so many things about the hotel business. Basically, what my company or what my ex-company does was to create vouchers from the research I did. I mean, if it was good business from my research, then we would actually go ahead and print them on our vouchers, then sell it off to e-commerce websites like Groupon or any other websites where you would actually find discounted products. Just a general perspective, I do a research on this voucher. We have like a 4-star hotel, a 2-night stay in the center of Berlin, breakfast and Wi-Fi included for, let's say, €100 for 2 people. That was basically what the voucher was about. So I had to do research regarding the ratings, price, reviews in the major cities in Germany. So for example, we're looking at Berlin, Düsseldorf, Cologne, Frankfurt. That was it basically regarding that aspect of my job. And let's say the research that I had done was complete. My boss supposedly contacts the hotel and in the end hopefully get a contract with them, and we further on put their names on these vouchers that we produce and sell it off to the e-commerce websites. Of course I had to realize that there were some discrepancies that I couldn't actually pinpoint. I did not see any contracts from the hotels that my boss supposedly contacted. Customers of course were also like making phone calls complaining about so many things. For example, they did not get the dates that they wanted, they did not get the hotels that were listed on their vouchers, and of course the hotels also were claiming to the customers that they had no idea who our company was. So these discrepancies did not sit well on me, so I decided to put on my my private investigator cap on, and I was doing more research than I was meant to be doing. In the end, I found out that 99% of the time, customers were not getting the dates that they requested for, nor were they getting the hotels that were listed on their vouchers. So basically, they were downgraded. And of course, there were no contracts from these hotels for us to use them on our vouchers for the e-commerce websites. And prior to my findings, my ex-boss actually wanted me to conduct research on houseboats, of which I did. But during that period, his statements and his actions literally confirmed my suspicions. He was always reluctant to contact the boat companies, and I was reluctant to further do my job by processing this houseboats vouchers because I knew that they were fake. Of course, I couldn't continue with the company because my core values and the company's core values were totally out of sync, literally in opposite ends. My ex-boss was starting to notice that I was reluctant in doing certain things because he knew that I had clocked on something. So he started micromanaging everything I was doing in the company, every task and responsibilities. He was literally looking forward to frustrating my life every single day. Eventually, a huge argument broke out in the office and I was asked to leave the office, and at that very point in time, I knew that there was no going back. I knew that I did not want to return to the office. I mean, what's the point of being in an environment where the people you're working with do not work accordingly? The business was literally stealing money off of people. Because why are you selling a product that you do not have, and why are you using other people's names to bring money into the company when you never had a contract with them in the first place? I packed my things, took everything, even the tiniest object that belonged to me, and the aloe vera plant that you see up here, I had it right in front of my computer. Even the strands of my hair, I'm not leaving the strands of my hair in this office because I don't want to be associated with a company that lies and steals. On the same day, in the evening, I received an email from the boss stating how I was super rude and that I wasn't doing my job and some stuff like that. If I would like my job back, I should return to the office first thing the following morning at 9 o'clock. I just knew then, even before then, after he asked me to drop the keys, that I wasn't going to be returning to the office. Just wrote back the following morning that I am sick and I can't come to the office. And I was actually sick because there was a pain that I'd been experiencing for a couple of months, of which I ignored. So I just used that opportunity to go to the doctors, get a sick note and show that yes, I'm not going to be coming to the office today, and there's evidence for it because the doctor says I'm truly sick. Following week, I received a letter to my address stating that my job contract with them was terminated. The thing is, at the very beginning, when all these discrepancies were going on, I knew that I was going to quit, but I did not know that it was going to end like this. I'd already quit in my own head, if that makes sense. I was just looking for the perfect timing for me to leave, but the way it ended, I never actually envisioned it to be like that. I just wanted to use this opportunity to let people know that if you are in a situation and you find that your core values with someone or a company, or I don't know, anyone you come across with, if your core values are not in sync, there's no point for you to keep pushing yourself. The moral of this story is you should not stick with people or companies that do not share the same core values as you do. There will always be fire on the mountain, and you should not let anyone intimidate you at all or make comments at you in derogatory ways. I mean, I remember when I initially came here and my boyfriend said to me that I should not be alarmed if people make racist comments at me, because apparently Germany is a very conservative country. That is not the point. And most of the Germans that I've met so far have been fantastic. It's only like a tiny proportion that have been super mean to me in a way that I've never actually thought before. But I will not allow the minority mess up what great experience I have had. Once again, if your core values do not correspond to other people's core values, then you should just go your separate ways, because it is not by force. At the moment, I will be focusing more on YouTube while searching for other jobs, but you will be seeing me more regularly. And if you do have any questions or comments or opinions, please leave them in the comments down below. There will be a couple of videos on this side of the screen as well. Please go ahead and click on them. And until my next video, I'm wishing you all a fantastic day. Bye bye.